Okay, hope you are able to see the screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the last class, we started the React router, right? Just covered the React router introduction. And in this React router, we have three packages, right? Those are the React router and React router DOM and React router native. So in order to work with the React router, we have to install basically two packages. Those two are the React router and React router DOM. React router native is for the mobile application. Okay, so in this we have basically three main components, right? What are those? Sorry, browser router and route and link. Okay, browser router, route and link. Link and nav link also we have. Okay, so what is this browser router? Okay, so by using the browser router, we can perform the routing in React Web applications. Okay, we have two types of the routers. Okay, those are the browser router and hash router. Okay, so in order to use the routing in our applications, right, we can go for the browser router and hash router. Okay, browser router uses the history API and it is relatively the recent or latest API. In case of hash router, it will work only with the older browsers. Okay, so in order to work with the older browsers, if we want to go for older browsers, it is recommended to go for hash routers. But most of the applications currently using the browser router only. Okay, so if we are using the browser router, what will happen? Right? So application.com/dashboard. This will become the browser router. So in case of the hash router, you will see one hash in the URL. Okay, so most of our demos currently, we are going to concentrate on browser router only. Okay, so next one. Next we have the route. So route is going to use it to specify the URL, okay, route for the component. Okay, for which route, what is the component that we are going to render. Okay, so it requires two attributes or two props. Those are path and component. Okay, so path is nothing but for which path you are going to call which component. Okay, so in this way we can say for slash about, I want to call about component. For slash contact us, I want to call the contact us component. Okay, in this way we can define the route. Okay, all the route components must be the, all the route configurations must be the child of the browser router. Okay, then only it will work, otherwise it won't work. Okay, next we have the link and nav link. Okay, so in order to do in our application, what are the links or hyperlinks that we want to specify, that we can specify by using the link and nav link. Okay, so easy to specify the hyperlinks in our application. Okay, I will tell you more in depth what is the difference between link and nav link and hyperlink. Okay, so next. Okay, mostly we are going to cover some of the very important concepts in routing. First one is the basic routing, and next is the nested routing, and URL parameters. If we are passing any URL parameters, how we can access them. Okay, handling of non-existing routes. Okay, next one, route protection and authentication. Okay, so how we are going to protect our routes to not log in any user, right? So next, first we are going to basic routing. Okay, so in this, first I'm going to create an example call. Okay, I'm going to create two links. Okay, those two links are airports and city. Okay, so whenever user clicks on airports, I want to display the list of airports. Whenever user clicks on city, I want to display the list of some cities. Okay, so first we are going to start with the creating of React application that I already created. Okay, so what is our next step? We have to install the React router and React router DOM, right? Yeah, npm install -save React router and React router DOM. Okay, so it will import them now. Next, I'm going to create some of the components. Okay, what are those? Home.js. Okay, so just it has a some h1 tag home component. Okay, I'm exporting this. Export default home, right? Next I'm going to create two components called airport.js Right, in this I'm going to create airport is equal to okay, so I'm returning one div. Okay, in this div I'm going to return UL some li. Right, in this I'm going to write some content. Okay, so okay, some name of the airports, right? We can mention. Okay, next I'm exporting. Next I'm going to create city.js. Okay, export constant city is equal to okay, so we can copy the airports. Okay, it is okay. Now in our app.js, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a two links, right? Okay, so do you know how to create a links? In
A href.
Yeah, correct, exactly. So what I'm going to do, okay, a href. Okay, if it is slash, I'm going to call it as a home link, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if it is airports, right, I'm going to mark it as a airports. Cities. Okay, now let us see what will happen, right, if we start the server. Okay, so now we have home, airports and cities. Okay, so nothing is displaying. Okay, so 10, 3. Okay, so home airport is came. Now on click of this home, we want to display the home component, right? So now we have to specify what is the component that we want to display. On click of the hyperlink, right? I mean to say for this URL link, what is the component that we are going to display? That we can specify by using the route, right? Route path is equal to slash. In this we can specify component is equal to which component we are going to, home component, right? Okay, in this way we can specify others. Okay, for airports route, what is the component that we are going to display? Airport. Now next, for cities, I want to display the city component, right? Now we have to import city. Okay, now okay, now he's saying the route is not defined, right? So we can import the route from React router DOM. Okay, so import route from React router DOM. Okay, so now okay, so we are getting one error, right? So you should not use route outside of a router. Okay, so if we want to use a route, right, so we must specify the browser router or the hash router in our component. So for this app component, we have routes, right? These are the routes, list of routes. Okay, for this I want to wrap this app component with the browser router. Okay, so what I will do, I will import the browser router. Okay, import browser router as router from React router DOM. Now what happened? Now you are able to see, right? Okay, by default it is displaying the home component, correct?
Yeah.
But whenever I am going to click on airports, what it is doing, it is displaying the home component as well as airports, right? If I click on cities, nothing was returned from render. Something is wrong with the component. Return business. So now what happened? Delhi, Mumbai, Hyderabad came. Along with that, home component also came. So if you observe, whenever I click on it, the browser is refreshing, right?
Yeah.
So our React will mostly use it to create the single page applications, right? In case of single page applications, it should not be refreshed, right? So if we use hyperlink, right? So what will happen? It is going to refresh the browser. Okay, so if we go for link, right? So what will happen? We will see. Link, for link we have to specify 2. Okay, we have to give /link. Okay, now we have to import this link from React Router DOM. Okay, now if you see, okay, maybe that is the order. Now if I click on airports, right, is the page refreshing?
No.
No, right? So yeah. So now we have to fix the error of whenever we click on airport, it should display the only component of airport, but should not display the home component, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why it is displaying the home component, that we have to understand. So whenever you click on the airports, right, you are seeing, right, /airports and /cities. So what it is doing, it is matching the URL with the / and /airports. Okay, that's why we are getting both the components are displayed in the browser. So in order to resolve this, we have to make sure to tell to the router that use the exact match of the URL. Okay, so for that they have one attribute called exact. So if I use exact, whenever we click on airports, right, I think we have to specify at the route level. Okay. Now if you see on click of home, we are getting home component. On click of airports component. On click of cities component. Clear, right? Up to now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to know what is the active page, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how you can say what is the active URL or active menu or active link in our application? In this example, cities, right?
Okay.
Yeah, but in case of applications, how you are going to identify the active URL based on the some color they are going to change, right? Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
So now you see it is having the ahref cities, right? For all it is having same, right? Are you following? ahref/airports as cities. I want to change this to navlink.
Okay.
For the time being, I will leave cities as a link. You can see the difference. Okay, now link from React Native down. In the cities, right? Now let me go to the you are seeing ahref cities, correct? Okay, you are seeing. Yeah, but you can see for the home, it is saying class is equal to active, correct? Now, if I click on airports, why it is showing for slash. So you observe what the class is equal to active.
Yeah.
Correct? If you see this cities, even if we click on cities hyperlink, we don't have any class like active or inactive. So if you go for what we call nav link, right? Nav link. So usage of class active by this highlight the what is the current active link in our page. So if you see
screen is getting stuck actually.
okay, let me now you able to see.
Yeah.
Okay, this you got it, or do you want me to explain once again?
Yeah. Can you explain again?
Sure. So if you see, right, for airports we have given the nav link, right? For cities, just we have given link, correct? So whenever we click on airports, right, it is having the class is equal to, But if we click on cities, right? Are we having active class? No, right?
No, yeah.
Yeah, because we used the link, right?
Okay.
So if we use the nav link, the class as a active in order to show any styles for the hyperlinks, we can do it. Okay, so if you see, I will open documentation. So can you use of hyperlink? If you use hyperlink, it is going to refresh the page, right?
Yes.
If we the page is not refreshing, and if we use the okay, we have active style is there, right? Active style, we can specify that. I'm going to specify that. So are you able to see, right?
Yeah.
Visual Studio I'm sharing.
So now you are in Google Docs or?
No, I'm in.
Yeah, the screen looks like it's going very slow when you are in another.
Okay. This to connect to my home net. Okay. Now you. How we can specify the style?
What is it?
Yeah, I'm specifying some styles to this. We will see what will happen.
Okay.
You can observe once the effects, once it affects.
Yeah.
So let me change this to let it be link. Right now, if you see, we are in cities, right? If I click on airports, home, there it is. Okay, so in my app.css, acting, Okay, so by default it is having the active. Okay, I will check on this. Why this becomes active? By default it becomes active. So if we click on airports, right? If you see, it got the active style, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can able to say that we are into the airports page, right?
Okay.
If you click on cities, right, it have uh, it called active since we didn't use the nav link, right? So if we change it to nav link, okay, you can see the active class added to this one. Correct? You can see the change. So now we have a doubt like when should we go for the link and nav link, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, whenever we are going to use this simple link, right? But we don't want to affect any styles for that.
Okay.
Okay, so it is something scroll to top, scroll from top to bottom, some button. You may have one button in the down right. So if you click on that button, what will happen? It goes to the scroll to top right.
Mm-hmm.
For that, we no need to apply any styles, right? So in that case, we no need to require to use the nav link.
Okay.
Correct? Some card button, some you will find some cards, right? Displaying of cards in the page. If you don't want to apply any styles on the button, you can mention those as links also. And submit button, you can mark it as a link. Right? In these are the some of the cases you can go for the link. It is based on the usage. So mostly we go for nav link whenever we used the menus, right? In menus we must specify what is the active menu, right? So for that we will go for the nav link in case of navigation or navigation menus.
Okay.
Clear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So next, what we are going to do, right? Now I'm going to pass some values to this method. Sorry, to path, right? How we are going to display those values. Now, if I have a cities, right? I want to get some name is equal to okay, green city. Right, so on cities, I want to display the what are the URL params that will come to my cities, right? So how we can get this URL params? So whatever the URL params that will right, all of them will go as a props to the component. Okay, so you can see maybe we don't have that. URL parameters, query parameters is different, right? So these are the some query params demo. Okay, so you can see he is going to pass the name is equal to Netflix, name is equal to Zillow Group, name is equal to Yahoo, name is equal to Modus Create. Okay, so in my child, right? So how we can get these query params, right? That we will see. Now what I'm going to do in my cities, right? I'm going to introduce a props, right? How we can get the props like this, right? You remember?
Yeah.
Okay, just I'm going to display the props value. I'm going to print in the console props value. Okay, now if you see in the console log, right? Are you seeing? We have a
Yeah.
props, right? Did we pass any props to cities?
No.
No, right? But we got some other props, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, these are the props. Understood? These are the props that we are getting from browser router. Okay, so if any component is part of the browser router, automatically the route component, these props will be sent by the browser router. So if you observe, it has a history. Under this you have location, path name, search, and push, go back. These are some of the window.history API. Okay, so that we will see anyway in the upcoming session. Next we have location, right? Okay, location has path name and search. Some search it has, state undefined it has. Right. And next we have match, right? Under match we have path and URL, and also we have params, right?
Yeah.
Where is our query params? Okay, query params we can get it from location. Let me see the documentation. I'm not sure. So currently it has like name is equal to green city. Okay, we can get this value from this one. Okay, location dot search, right? By using location dot search we can get it, or else we can use the params, right? You can see this one. Use params returns an object of key value pairs of URL parameters. Use it to access to match.params of the current route. So which means we must have into the match.params. This is params, query parameters. Okay, I will check on this query parameters. Okay, so next we will go for next example. So if we have, I'll open another example I have already created. So before you have to understand on that. So I have displayed the home, airports and cities, right? So where we are getting this components data on the same page, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean to say where we defined our routes, right? Correct? If you see, we defined routes below this hyperlinks, right? Correct? So we are able to see the same gets displayed in the same place. Observe here. Correct?
Yeah.
So now what we are going to do, next we are going to create an example how we have to display the menu and login page, right? Whenever user performs the login to application, I want to just display the list of menus and logout button. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for that, so the application will be like this. So first, whenever I have a login form, right? Whenever user comes to the application, right? What it will do? It will have a username, and password, right, and submit button. Okay, and I will also have a menu once user logged in, right, I'm going to display one menu called, okay, what is that menu? I can say the menu is home, okay, contact us, right, or about us, some courses, and I want to have on logout, correct? So in this I have all these defined as a links, right? For this I have a link called slash. For this I will have a link slash contact us, right?
Yeah.
Whenever user clicks on this slash about, right, slash courses, and also we will have slash logout. Correct? So now, are we going to display the home page even without login to the application?
No.
It is based on the, no, right? Yeah. It is based on the functionality. Sometimes you can display the home page by having a login link, right, inside it. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but in our application, currently we are restricting unless and until user logs into the application, I want to display the login page directly. So, if suppose user logs in, user didn't logged in, so he comes to the application and he is trying to click on the contact us, right? Localhost 3000. If user clicks on the contact us, but he didn't log in, right? But in that case, what we have to do? We have to redirect, right? Am I right or wrong? Redirect to login page, right?
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, but once user logged in, okay, after that we should immediately show the which page, home page or contact us page.
Okay.
Sorry. Now user came via contact us to login page, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the mostly user is expecting to have a, after logged in, it must have a contact us page, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct or wrong? Most of the applications will like this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we are going to understand what are the components that required to build this application. Now, first we have to create a form, right? Or login page, a component called login form or login page component. In this, I will have two form elements, right? What are those?
Mm-hmm.
Input two types of the form elements. Input type is equal to text and input type is equal to password, right?
Yeah.
And also I have one button called submit button, right? Okay, so whenever the user tries to enter or click on the submit button without entering these values, what we have to do? We have to hold him, right, to not to submit the button. So we have to show some error messages, right?
Yeah.
Okay, username and password should not be empty, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some message we have to show. So can you tell how we are going to develop this form page? So by default, we are going to maintain state variable, right? Username and password as a state variable values, correct?
Uh-huh.
So once user updates these two values, we have to update this state, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if user clicks on the submit button, if we don't have these two values, what we have to do? We have to alert him, right?
Yes.
Correct? Yeah. So now I'm going. Okay. Shall we go ahead or tomorrow we'll check? Monica, shall we proceed or tomorrow we'll see?
We'll do it tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, fine. We'll see this whole example tomorrow, right? By understanding how we can do all these examples.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, fine. So,
What is this camera on?
so
I don't.
I think yesterday's recording, I mean the day before one, did you send it? No.
yeah, you know, right? URL.
Okay. Okay. Let me check.
Can you try? Be able to download it or not?
Yes, I did it.
Okay, working, right? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, so from my side, I think I will try to share this. Did I upload these files? Life cycle demo? No, right?
No, I did not check this one.
Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, so in the class videos only, I will update all these examples. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So maybe tomorrow morning I will update. Maybe you will get it. Right? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Good morning.